Hello, all, and welcome back to Feeding the Ducks, the Pondcast, giving you little breadcrumbs of information. Start over.
What happened?
I used the wrong word.
What'd you say?
Nothing. You'll find out later. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Feeding the Ducks, the Pondcast, giving you little breadcrumbs of entertainment on a weekly basis. I am your 90s hacker, Kyle.
He's hacker. I'm still just Joe. You got to get me a nickname. I need a nickname.
You used Feeding the Duck.
Yeah, I did
You
do
used
that.
Duck Feeder in
Duck
the first
Feeder,
one.
Joe. I didn't like it. Didn't stick.
All right, so you just keep going by Joe.
Yes. Maybe we'll put it out to our audience to come up with a nickname.
All right.
Douchebag Joe.
And of course, we have our duck here.
Duck.
In the middle.
Our duck in the middle.
How
duck
you been?
in the middle. What's that?
Duck in the middle?
Duck in the middle.
I'm keeping that.
Duck in the middle. You.
I
wrote that. I wrote that one. That's good.
Good job.
All right. Sometimes you step in shit. So, very excited. Another show. We made it to another show, and I'm very happy to announce that we are now the second most listened to podcast coming out of this basement. True story. Number 2. There is a salsa music show that tapes here overnight. I don't know if you know about. They come down here.
No.
And they are higher than us, but we are moving up out of podcast originating from our little space here.
Perfect. Thank you all so much for the support on that one.
And as people watching YouTube notice, I am rocking the hat today. And the reason I'm rocking the hat is because I've noticed in other episodes where a light kind of shines a little bit, you can slightly see what might be a bald spot. Just not visible to the naked eye, but I have noticed it. So I'm going to rock the hat today just because it's irritating the hell out of me. This little bald spot. Little.
All right. Sure.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's why I got it. I'm bringing some fashion to the show. Fashion, not a polo shirt.
Well, going off of that, if you don't notice, I'm not wearing a usual band shirt and sweatshirt today.
Yes.
And that's because I have an interview soon. So if you don't mind, at some point, they're going to come into the call. I'm going to do my little job interview, and then we'll continue the show.
You're going to do a job interview during the show? Okay. Well, that might be more entertaining than us.
Yeah. Just thought you should know about that.
What's with the computer? That's new too. What's going on there?
Well, you sprung this topic on me. Last minute.
Yes, I did, because again, this we always plan for a show, and we always plan for to talk about how we can solve problems in the country, but we always get sidetracked about something more important. And this, once again, today, I'm listening to my playlist. And most of my stuff, is the classic rock, the Springsteen, the Guns N' Roses. But in the middle of it, snuck Physical by Olivia Newton-John. A little different than what I usually listen to. And may I say, a great song by a national treasure. Yes. Olivia Newton-John is an American treasure.
Okay.
That's what you're supposed to say. She's from Australia.
Oh, she's from Australia.
But no, you keep looking. Don't mind the show. You keep surfing the internet.
International treasure. It's fine.
Okay.
Nick Cage, however, is a national treasure.
Good. Gotcha.
Because he was in the movie.
So the point of that was, it was very. I started to go through my entire playlist and see what other songs kind of stuck out like a sore thumb.
Right.
And I got quite a few, to the point where it's not just sticking out like a sore thumb. It's a whole handful, if you will.
I would love to check, but I have so many songs that it's not loading properly.
So many songs on your playlist? Well, you can't possibly have more than me. I have a whopping 800 songs on my playlist, which I can't imagine many people have more than that.
Just give me a second to do the math. Like I said, there's so many, it's not loading, and I have to switch between 3 different playlists. 9,964 plus 9,882 plus 4,544.
What?
About 13 to 14,000.
13 to 14,000 what?
Songs.
You have 13 to 14,000 songs on your playlist.
Split between 3 playlists actually, because Spotify caps out a single playlist at 10,000.
There probably haven't been 13,000 songs recorded. I think that number's
well,
exaggerated.
with covers and everything, it brings it up
13,000 songs. How can you possibly listen to 13,000 songs?
Oh, I don't.
How will you ever hear a song more than once?
I've gone through some of the first 1.5 playlists, and there's some I've forgotten that were even on here. Like there's a lot that I go into here and never look at again after first listen.
That shouldn't count. You see, I heard Physical today, and I'm going to listen to it again because it's a great song.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go back to some of these songs that I'm seeing for the first time in a couple of years, but I even still my karaoke playlist.
You have a karaoke playlist? Please explain.
It was originally a playlist that I used in the car to sing along to on road trips. And it basically just became the playlist of all the songs I know the words to back and front. Karaoke. And that has been steadily building, and that's currently at 1,209.
You have 1,209 songs that you claim you know every word to.
Yes, but it goes as far back as 2017, so memory might be a little fuzzy on the older ones.
Okay. Do you have Tequila on there? Because I know all the words to Tequila.
No, I don't have that one.
All the words to that one.
Yeah.
And I just sang them to you. I said every word to you. Okay, well, you continue to go through your 8 million
there's
songs.
A lot here, and it's just not working.
Okay, you continue doing that. I will continue to talk about my playlist. So it got me looking down a rabbit hole to see what else is on my list that seems a little out of the ordinary. An outlier, did you call it?
Outlier.
Outlier? That's not a word.
Yes,
you made that
up.
Nah, sounds like a gang.
Oh,
the Outliers. Well, along these treasures I found, one was Ice Ice Baby. That is a classic. Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. I defy anyone not to sing along when that one comes on. That is a great song. I don't care about Queen. I don't care about David Bowie. And there, you just sneezed on the air. Don't we have a dump button for that? Take that part out. The hell with Queen, the hell with David Bowie. Ice Ice Baby is a great song, and probably the best rap song ever written.
Actually, before we go on, I want to go off on a tangent here. That's a bit controversial. A lot of those old bands, the classic rock bands, are not as good as we remember them to be. This is my opinion. Like Queen is good. But like outside of their most well-known songs, there's nothing to stand out.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
You don't agree? You don't?
No, I don't agree.
Really?
I don't agree. Queen's a great band.
No, Queen is great. Queen is very good, but outside of the Bohemian Rhapsody, Don't Stop Me Now,
wow,
Fat Bottom Girls, there's a lot of
this is something you want to bail out of.
Mundane songs.
Like
AC/DC.
Wow.
Outside of Highway to Hell, Back in Black.
Okay, keep digging. Keep digging your hole, man. Keep digging your hole.
I'm being serious. Like these bands are great and they are iconic, but like they don't have like not every song they put out is the most amazing thing ever. Like they've had a couple of hits and misses, as every band does.
Oh yes, as every band does, but the majority of their stuff is great rock and roll. So what are you saying?
I'm just saying that like the ratio.
You're saying you don't like every single song they put out. Is that what you're saying? Is that the stance you're making right now? That's what you're going with.
Yeah,
that's the hill you're going to die on.
Yeah,
because I don't like every single song.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, I guess you can't argue with that.
I don't know. Just like. I'm noticing like the Queen has whole albums nobody ever talks about.
Well, this Flash Gordon, I never really got into the Flash Gordon soundtrack, but
music soundtrack. But like, no, I've never seen anyone talk about Innuendo. Granted, I don't hang around many people who talk about Queen that often.
I don't know many people your age are going to be.
But like, Innuendo is an album that I barely hear anyone mention.
Okay.
Even in the movie, they didn't talk about it. It might have been after his time, actually, now that they think about it.
But after who? Is that an
Freddie
album that
Mercury.
doesn't have Freddie Mercury on it?
I don't
Are you
actually
giving
know.
me an album with Adam Lambert, Queen?
No.
Because I will not.
This was before Adam Lambert.
I don't think they did any albums without.
When did Mercury die?
94?
94.
I think it's 94.
Innuendo was 91.
92? Yeah, I'm sure it was. I don't think they have any albums without him.
I think no, they have one, Made in Heaven.
With who? Who's the singer?
Oh, I have no idea.
What year?
95.
It's not stuff that he recorded before he died.
It could be. But that album has one of my favorite Queen songs of all time on it.
And that is
Made in Heaven.
Okay.
Yeah.
The name of the song is
Yeah. It is a 4-second song of just Freddie Mercury going, yeah.
Was that supposed to be recorded?
Song.
Did he was that a song he was started and just died? And the rights?
Well, I don't know because they have
This is Freddie Mercury's last song. All 4 seconds of it. Is that what happened?
It is the second to last song on the album. And the one after that is called Untitled. It's 22 minutes long, and to my knowledge, doesn't have any vocals on it.
So
it might have been his last song before he died.
He recorded the last song. Yeah, what'd you say?
Yeah,
yeah. He died, and then they played for 22 more minutes and called it another song.
Because
no one checked on him.
Because I've
I don't remember this in the movie.
The song Untitled has 2 million streams on Spotify, and to my recollection, it is just like 22 minutes of ambient noise, not even like a 22-minute instrumental. So
we should do that.
Very interesting.
We should release an album of kitchen noises.
Oh, okay.
Of the can opener going. You don't remember can openers when they made noise. We don't have the old can openers that were the loudest thing in the house.
Yeah.
But now that you took me off my track,
we totally got sorry about that.
Yeah, I was getting into my my knowledge of rap music.
Rap music,
which is not.
I could talk about that.
As I was going through my stuff and Vanilla Ice came up, I noticed I also have a bunch of Eminem songs, which I like.
Okay, not too bad.
And as every white kid in the 80s had, License to Ill, the greatest rap album ever made by the Beastie Boys. And as
wait.
Yes, License to Ill.
License to Ill by the Beastie Boys.
By the Beastie Boys.
Is the greatest rap album ever made? Or is License to Ill the greatest rap album the Beastie Boys ever made?
No, both.
Okay, because the way you said it got confusing. Because you said License to Ill, the greatest album ever made by the Beastie Boys.
Yes, the answer is both.
Okay.
It is true on both accounts because the album is great. There's not a bad song on it. It's one of the great albums, not just rap albums. But as I'm looking through this, I have the Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby. I got some Eminem. I got some Beastie Boys. And something similar with all three of them. I might be a rap racist. That's what I noticed. All white guys. I don't
take that out of context.
No, that's what I'm saying. I seem to be drawn to the white rappers. I don't know what that says about me other than I am a rap racist, apparently. But
you're throwing around that word a little too freely.
I'm just saying it was all white artists that that's the stuff I got into on the rap side.
You mostly listen to white rappers. Got it. Leave it at that. People know how to edit. People know how to edit audio. They will take you out of context. Just saying.
There's no out of context. I didn't like Tupac. Snoop I don't like.
Never listened
to like either. the King Ad Rock over there. MCA, Mike D. These are the Beastie Boys I'm throwing at you that you should know.
Why would I know that?
Because you should know that because License to Ill is obviously what I said, the greatest rap album ever made.
If you could see what I'm looking at,
I want to know what the hell you're doing because I'm just talking here and you're looking at a computer.
You could see all the songs I'm looking
porn?
at.
What are you looking at? Jesus God, what are you doing?
If you could see everything I'm looking at, you would not. Well, then here's Hollywood.
Is there anything interesting there that you might want to talk about?
Yeah, I thought you were still talking.
I'm just filling time. I'm calling myself a rap racist because you're on the goddamn computer for an hour. I don't know what the hell you're looking at. Holy shit!
I'm prepared. I've got a list here. I just thought you were going through your thing first.
I'm talking about nothing.
Okay.
Oh my God! I had to admit that I'm a rap racist because you're looking at porn over there. Jesus God.
This is a new computer. I wouldn't do it on that. Okay. Well, if we want to go off the rap thing, something I didn't think I added to my playlist, but I unfortunately found um, what might be the entire discography of the epic rap battles.
I remember the epic rap battle.
I thought I was past this. Clear, apparently not. It is here. I'm looking at it right now.
Before you go into what it is, I have to say, me and your mother and I, we were worried about you because you did not like music, and the only music you listened to were these epic rap battles.
Not only that, I spent money on these. This was before Apple Music. I paid iTunes 99 cents to hear these songs on repeat.
Well, that we were
this was part of my workout playlist.
This is up to like 12, 13 years old. I'm like, I'm a little concerned he doesn't like any real music. He likes this epic rap battles.
Right before high school.
But please explain what these epic rap
I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe the older crowd won't understand what it is, but most of my generation know. It is there's these two white guys out in California.
Oh, I must like them then.
And they just started doing rap battles with famous historical and fictional figures. And they have grown and they have gotten guest stars. Weird Al played what's his name? Sir Isaac Newton going up against Bill Nye.
Sir Isaac Newton?
Yes.
Yeah, don't it's Sir Isaac. That sounds like a disease when you say it like that. Sir Isaac.
Ask your doctor about Sir Isaac today.
Sir Isaac Newton. Oh my God.
They had
it
Weird
burns
Al.
when I pee.
What? I can't remember all the guests, but they had Weird Al do someone. They had
But wait, they're still out there? Because this is like 10 years ago.
So they're still doing. They used to do like seasons where like every week there would be a new one. Now they're still doing them, but they're so few and far between. Like the last one they did was 5 months ago.
Wow. Okay, so they're still there.
And then the one before that was a year. And then so they're still out there, but they're just more spaced out. And I think that's because they've recently become independent, meaning like all the funding and stuff is just coming from them. They don't.
Oh, gotcha.
Parent company.
To explain to our audience, the epic rap battles were two people from history that they got people to voice them, or fiction, and that they would have two people voice them, and that they would rap battle about their stuff.
Which was cool because it was actually it was historically accurate. So there's I actually learned things from epic rap battles.
From the epic rap battles. Well, music can I learned to spell from the safety dance. So
oh my God.
So music can be educational. Yeah. Because they spell SSSSAAAA. That's how you spell it.
Yeah, but
there's 6 A's in safety.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I learned.
Yeah, oh boy,
it's the safety dance. Because if your friends don't dance, if they don't dance.
Anyway, going back to my list,
they ain't no friends of mine.
I actually made friends through epic rap battles.
Oh, do they dance?
Some of the people. What?
Do they dance?
No.
Well, then they ain't no friends of mine.
But no, like can you shut up? My God, I miss being on radio when I could just mute other people.
And this show has ended.
Oh my God. No, when I first did radio, during one of our holiday parties, me and a bunch of people went to the diner on campus, which used to be 24 hours.
That's the reason we sent you to that school.
It is now about 5.
The reason I sent you to that school was because it was 24-hour diner.
It's about 5 hours, 3 days a week now.
Well, it's not 24 hours in a row anymore. We're open 24 hours, not in a row.
Yeah, I guess. But no, like we were at the diner at 1 a.m. and we were talking about epic rap battles. And then fast forward a couple of years to when we're making the musical for radio.
Yes.
And the same person I was talking to, they said, hey, have you ever seen, what was it? Jim Henson.
He's the Muppet guy.
Versus Stan Lee.
That's funny.
And then, so we were talking about that, and Walt Disney comes in at the end of that one after Jim Henson and Stan Lee make amends. And he's not exactly rapping. He's like talking kind of.
Yes.
per se.
Uh-huh.
And so one of the people on the musical project is like, do that for your song. And that is how Dead on Renewal.
Oh, the song that you kind
Yeah.
of like talk rap to.
Yeah, that's exactly
yes,
it.
yes, yes, yes.
And so that's where that came from. And
Oh,
so
okay. So your
it
musical
was
influences.
it was a low period, but that's all, folks. But it led to something. So
Your musical influences are Walt Disney and Stan Lee.
some guy playing Walt
Some
Disney.
guy. Okay.
Because
Interesting.
He's dead.
Yes, most of them is dead.
Yeah. His head is
Okay, so
alive.
epic rap. So okay, so it was
And then there's Beethoven.
Beethoven must have went up against.
Oh no, I'm talking about I genuinely have Beethoven on the
You have
playlist.
Beethoven.
Yeah. He was there too. He went up against Justin Bieber, but
that's what the composer or the dog.
I have to get back to you on that one. I didn't write that part down, and I can't play it because of copyright. So
we could play it. You could play classical.
Actually, yes, you
can.
You can. It is in public domain.
But Beethoven's Fifth Bowel Movement. I love that one. It's my favorite. You're really pulling it up?
Yeah.
So should I talk more about my... Oh.
You know what? Hard to tell. Hard to tell if it's the person or the dog.
Could be the dog. It's a really talented dog. All my knowledge of classical music comes from Bugs Bunny cartoons. It's the only place I ever heard it or listened to it. I was not a big classical musical fan. I can't tell you one that I... What's the one with the flight of the
Flight of the Conchords?
Yeah, is that the one?
I forget how it goes.
There's a big build up. It's like a war thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. We should have that as our theme.
We had somebody write a theme.
Oh, that's right. We do have a good theme.
It's jazzy.
Jazzy.
You run the intro right now.
In the middle of the show. This is our cold. Yeah, so we were concerned about you because you didn't get into music. You were listening to these ridiculous battles, and then all of a sudden you went off the cliff and started listening to that death metal and screaming.
Metalcore actually is the main one I go
Metalcore.
through.
Isn't that an exercise? Like, oh, that's parkour. My mistake. I get them confused. Metalcore. Yes, you went off the deep end. Like, throw out some of the bands that I would have no idea who they are that you like.
That you would have no idea.
Just throw out some of the craziest.
Dead by April.
Death by April.
Dead by April.
Dead by April. Even
Demon
better.
Hunter.
Demon Hunter.
King. Dinosaur Pile. I don't listen to them, but there's a band called Dinosaur Pile Up, which is a pretty cool name.
Okay.
Dream Evil, Drowning Pool, Ed Guy. Don't listen to them.
Drowning Pool. I know.
Yeah.
Is that the
they
bodies?
Do the bodies. They do bodies.
I do know that song. See, I know that shit. That's good.
Well, let me tell you when I realized what their name stands for, like how they came up with their name.
Drowning Pool.
Yeah.
How?
Just think about it. Drowning pool. Oh, it's like a swimming pool, but you drown instead. I guarantee you that's where they came up with their name.
Don't most people drown in pools?
Yeah. So instead of a swimming pool, they're named Drowning Pool.
Drowning Pool. Okay.
And when I heard that, I'm like, oh, it makes sense.
Is that a real thing? Or you made that?
I mean, I don't see how they could have come up with it in any other way.
So this is not a story that's out there. You decided to make your own backstory.
That's how I figured out what their name.
Okay.
That's how I came up with their name. Yeah.
That's true.
Little people know this, but I'm actually the consultant for many band names. I came up with the Beatles.
Come up with it? You're the generator?
Yeah, I came up with the Beatles.
Beatles.
Yeah. They wanted to do BEETLS.
You put the A in?
I decided to spell it correctly because I did just spell it without the third E.
You put 3 E's in it?
I said BEETLS.
Yes. Yeah, so you decided to put an A and another E in. Good.
I put the E at the end and put an A in there.
Yeah, those limeys weren't very smart. Good job. So these are some of the band. Yeah. So we, like I said, we were concerned, and then now we're even more concerned. We'd rather you go back and listen to the epic rap battles because we're concerned with the music you are listening to. But concern is one thing. As I continue to go through my playlist, was very surprised to pull out this old classic. I have the entire album called "The Return of Bruno." Are you familiar with The Return of Bruno?
Not at all.
Not at all. Well, The Return of Bruno was an album, the first album by Mr. Bruce Willis.
He's that guy from Montclair.
He's a I don't know if he graduated, but he went to Montclair, same school.
He graduated.
I don't know if he
I
graduated.
haven't seen him around, so he's probably not.
He's
still
got
enrolled.
classes. Well, Bruce Willis in the 80s, before Die Hard, was on a television show called Moonlighting, and it was one of the biggest shows on television.
1977. He graduated.
He did graduate. Say, graduate of Montclair. You have something in common with the guy who performed the Return of Bruno album. Bruce Willis.
That's all he did?
That's all he did. That's what he's known for. Well, I was such a big fan of Moonlighting, the show he was on. What's the face for?
I'm just I have somebody called LDLL-DA Wild.
What is that?
I have no idea. I have a whole album.
Why would you interrupt my Bruce Willis Return of Bruno story?
Because I told you I'm looking through 13,000 songs and you forget you have some on here.
I am going to smash this computer. I'm going to smash that computer. So anyway, Bruce Willis, Moonlighting.
Yeah.
He that was his first big hit on the television series Moonlighting, starring Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd. And I loved this show so much, and I loved Bruce Willis, that I actually, when I was 14 years old or so, wanted a receding hairline like he had on the show.
Well, there you go.
And, like I said, I now just started receding recently.
Oh, okay.
So my dream has come through, but I was everything Bruce Willis. Loved Moonlighting. He came out with a movie called Blind Date that I went to see on opening night because he was so good. And he released The Return of Bruno, which is him singing and playing harmonica. And I have this album.
That's it. No other instruments?
Well, there were instruments of the band, but he played.
Okay.
He played harmonica. He played a damn good harmonica.
When you say that, I just kind of figured.
No,
it was like an acoustic album where it's only guitar. He just only harmonics.
He's got great musicians behind him, studio musicians.
Got it. Okay.
And he's had a hit song called "Respect Yourself" off the album. He played. They were all like old, I think 60s and 70s, more bluesy songs.
Okay.
And I listened to the whole album today, and I loved it. Today during the thing, I shut everything off, nothing else, put that play, and listened to "Return of Bruno." Probably for the first time in 30 years or so. And it holds up. So it's as good as it is now as it was then. That's what I'll say.
So you record these episodes, you go somewhere else to do stuff. While I'm sitting down here, I'm doing the editing and the promotion and all that.
Yes.
You're listening to The Return of Bruno.
By Bruce Willis.
Okay. Just had to make sure we got that clear.
It's called research, which I'm doing for the show. Not during the show like you're doing right now.
Well, maybe if you told me the topic beforehand, we wouldn't be here.
Well,
I have way more Quiet Riot than anybody should ever have.
Right. If you have more than one song from Quiet
Riot,
you have too
discography.
Many. Why?
Because
give me one song that's not Come On Feel the Noise. What? Give me one song. Give me one song that's not Come On Feel the Noise.
Thunderbird, Rise or Fall, Roll This Joint, Getaway, Freak Flag. There's actually a whole Quiet Riot album that I do enjoy.
Okay. I like Quiet
Road
Riot.
Rage. I don't know when did it come out? 2017.
Did you like Twisted Sister too? Because they have one more song than Quiet Riot.
Okay.
They were twice as good.
Oh, okay.
Do you know Twisted Sister?
I'm aware of Twisted Sister.
Okay.
Come on, feel the noise. No, it's not. We're not going to take it.
Jesus God. Wow.
Oh God.
Did everybody sing that song?
Every
band from the 80s sang.
I used to be.
No, we're not going to take it. And I want rock.
I want to rock.
I want to rock is a great song.
Yeah.
It is a great song.
All right, we're going to ignore that. I just said we're not going to take it.
You keep that in because
man, I used to be up on the classic rock.
Classic man. Okay, but
that era.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you'd consider the era. You sound like Kid Kennedy. I don't know if you would. I don't know if they fell in the hair band.
Yeah, I guess
they weren't the Cinderellas of the world or the Poison. The Poison has a couple of good songs.
Yeah.
You know what? But between after Return of Bruno, Unskinny Bop came on. Unskinny Bop's a great 80s song.
Sweet? No.
What?
Who was
Poison? I just said it.
Right. Sorry.
It's just said Poison. Yeah, I never got into the Crew. I wasn't a Motley Crue guy. Don't like a lot of Crue. I didn't like that.
They had some songs, but like
yeah. Guns N' Roses. I didn't consider Guns N' Roses a hair band. They were more rock, heavier rock. I wouldn't consider them heavy metal. So that was more my thing. I like good bands.
Yeah. Bon Jovi.
Jovi's got some good stuff.
I feel like
they were a hair band who survived. That's what it was.
Yeah,
they started out as a hair
transitioned.
band, and he transitioned. And Bon Jovi was smart and good enough to be able to take them through the '90s with some changes and keep surviving. And apparently, still there, except for Richie. Richie's gone, but they're still out there. Sambor, the guitar player.
I only know bands. I'm very unfamiliar with members. So
you got to know Mick and Keith from
Poison.
Oh my God, I'm going to punch you. Mick and Keith.
Oh. Yeah, still no.
Wow.
Keith Richards.
There you go.
Stones. You got to throw out full names then.
No, because this is how you know them. Mick and Keith. You automatically know the Rolling Stones. See, stop listening to Drowning Pool.
Mick Jagger. Mick Jagger.
Oh my
Come
God.
on.
I may actually want you to edit this out. This is so bad.
You can't.
Stop listening to Dead by April and listen to the fucking Stones, man.
Stones.
What?
Are too like
good?
No, they're not.
Not good.
They're good. They're good, but they're not. They're so early rock that it's so weird to see them categorized as that, because the Stones are not these. They're not like AC/DC, which a few episodes ago you said you considered rock and roll. And if the Stones are also rock and roll, it's amazing how different the two can be, because the Stones are very slow, much more R&B, much more R&B.
I'll give you that.
Than AC/DC.
But they're the early Stone, all this own stuff, rocks. That's rocks.
Yes.
Brown Sugar.
Yes.
Street Fighting Man. These are great.
I'm familiar with the songs and I like them, but the
all right. Well, I mean, okay.
Where I've gone since
I don't
then.
Know. This is my bias. I think you people should know the Stones. People should know the Beatles.
Oh, I do.
I get that this music has the music world has passed me by. I haven't listened to anything after 1989. I started listening to Nirvana after he died. I started listening to Pearl Jam after he died.
Who?
Nobody
Wait, who in Pearl Jam died? Eddie Vedder?
Nobody died. Nobody died. But yeah, so I obviously I'm not up on your stuff, but
looking at this, I don't think I'm up on my stuff. All right. Yeah, there's a couple I'm seeing here. I probably should edit this out, but are you familiar with 21 Pilots?
I've heard of them. I couldn't tell you one thing about them.
I never got into them, which is.
Well, give me a song. Would I know a song?
Do you know Stressed Out? That's one that was on the radio a lot.
Stressed Out? Probably have to hear it. I don't know it. I don't know it.
If we could turn back time.
Let's share. If I could turn back time.
The music, you are really past.
That's it.
You are.
If I could find a way.
No, we have passed you by.
Okay, so it's not share. But
so then you probably wouldn't know them. Heathens.
I take back all the words that have hurt. No.
Okay, no. But no, okay. That's one that I have all.
We're allowed to sing the songs.
What?
Maybe we should sing the songs since we can't play them. Can we get away with singing them?
Unless you're spot on accurate, I think you're fine.
I thought Cher was in the room. What are you kidding me?
You can't say that if you yourself sing it. The joke is the other person sings it. And you're like, wow, that was so good. You can't do it to yourself.
Well, you weren't going to say it, so somebody had to.
Because I don't know what Cher sounds like.
Well, she sounds like that.
I know Life After Love.
Life After Love by Cher? I don't know that one.
No.
Is it?
It's not Cher?
Life After Love?
Do you believe
Isn't that sounds like a Madonna song that you're saying the wrong title to?
Do you believe in life after love?
That's Madonna.
No.
Do you believe? Yeah.
Believe in Life After Love, song by Cher.
Do you believe?
Do you believe in life after love? I don't know the rest.
Okay.
Google says it's song by Cher.
We really
Unless Cher shared the song with Madonna.
We really are so just No, oh my God, we're so ill-informed. We are just two ill-informed people.
We are not. Well,
This is a waste of
you
time.
are. You are classic rock, and I am heavy metal. We have no jurisdiction in
Well,
the
I used to
share
be
world.
but I used to be a big Madonna fan. And before I got into kind of rock, it was Madonna and Michael Jackson, the early '80s portion. I listened to that stuff.
Okay.
Top 40 pop.
Neither of those are share, though.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Cher.
Yeah,
Apparently not.
clearly.
Apparently not. No, Cher. But yeah, that's it. So those are the songs on my playlist. I got The Return of Bruno, Safety Dancers. I learned to spell. It's just it was weird how they would just kind of snuck in there these songs that throughout my playlist. Just stuff that you wouldn't normally go from Welcome to the Jungle to the Carpenters. It's a little jarring.
No, I have a couple that snuck in out of nowhere, like that one I was talking about earlier,
El Gigante.
LDA Wild, whatever the letters
I don't know
were.
what any of that is.
The one I just mentioned like
it's
10
not
minutes
English.
ago. I forget what it was, but there's a couple that snuck on here. There's a lot of bubblegum pop.
What's bubblegum pop? Like what
don't
songs?
Actually
Britney?
know.
You got some Brit in there?
Yeah,
Britney bitch.
Yeah,
you got Britney.
Some Britney, but like bubblegum music is pop music in a catchy, upbeat style that is considered by some critics as disposable, contrived, or marketed.
Oh, we're using Wikipedia now to explain what everyone out there probably knows.
Yeah, I didn't know how to explain it, but there's like
it's pop music.
Yeah, Ace of Base.
I know Ace of Base.
Pussycat Dolls.
I heard of them.
No Doubt, I believe was
No
one
Doubt was that's what's her name? Isn't that Gwen Stefani?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, No
Gwen
Doubt.
Stefani's on there. Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, this was the 90s.
God, just so much. Nelly made.
How about Hanson with Bop?
Just Bop.
Bop. Do you know that song? Bop.
Yes, I know Bop. Is Nelly?
Nelly. He's the country
that's
guy.
The rapper, right? Because there's Nelly.
Is he white? Because I don't know.
There's Nelly, and then there's Nelly Furtado, who are two different artists.
Nelly Furtado sounds like a woman.
Yes.
This is embarrassing. This is an embarrassing episode.
Like I said, I have no jurisdiction, but there's Nelly and there's Nelly Furtado.
I don't know who sings the thong song. Is that Nelly? The thong thong.
That is Cisco. Why I know that we'll get into another time.
This is pathetic. This is absolute pathetic. We're the two stupidest people on the planet.
Perfect.
Two stupidest people on the planet. Just, oh my God. Oh, riches of misinformation here.
Yes, but now something I'm looking at right here.
What are you looking at?
You familiar with nerdcore? And I don't even know if this is the right word because core usually refers to heavier music.
Core, as in core,
yes.
Core, as in hardcore.
Yes.
This is nerdcore.
So like metalcore, deathcore, nerdcore, otacore.
What?
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
But core in music genres usually refers to something heavy. So I don't know if I'm calling it by the right term here, but it's video game music.
Video game music.
Yeah.
Like Donkey Kong music?
No, it is. They are usually original songs based off of video games.
Really?
Yes.
Video games have come a long way since my day.
Yeah.
Which we will talk about one day of my pathetic video game history.
Pre-Pong era.
Not now. That's for another day that we can talk about stuff we know nothing about.
Your pre-Pong era. So nerdcore and
nerdcore.
And as I just said, otacore.
So
nerdcore is music based off of video games, movies, stuff like that. Otacore, which is a genre I didn't know existed until last year, is Japanese inspired heavy music.
Japanese, is this like anime shit? Is this anime related?
Yes. Yes.
Spies anime.
So as opposed to Japanese metal, which is
there's Japanese metal. I can't see Japanese people playing metal for some reason. They seem like a more subdued culture.
That's actually something they adopted from us.
America, USA. USA.
Okay. Yeah. So
Still the leaders.
apparently, heavy metal is a Western thing that Japan adopted, which I recently found out, which I thought was cool.
Stole is the word you're looking for.
Yeah. So like bands like Baby Metal is Japanese.
Baby metal?
Yes.
That's the name of a band?
Yeah.
Baby metal.
Yeah.
This isn't like the K-pop stuff. This is legit music.
No, this is J metal.
J metal.
Yeah.
Japanese metal.
Yeah.
And K-pop is Korean pop. Gotcha. Okay. Still sucks. You listen to Japanese
No,
metal?
I don't, but I'm just aware of it.
Okay.
Otaku, what I'm taking from it is heavy music inspired by Japanese culture. So like anime, as you were saying.
Okay.
So one of the artists I listen to, Nate Wants to Battle, does a lot of the video game stuff, the nerdcore, but also does some anime stuff. So Spotify kind of looped me into that category instead of the nerdcore where I belong.
Million songs there. You got some pop there,
but there's a lot of video game pop music,
which
I don't really listen to. Because I lean very heavy, but I just wanted to throw out there that there's a lot. Is
there an echo?
There's an echo.
Oh, okay.
A lot of video game music.
Okay.
Like if you, I would say if you name a video game, there's probably a song about it. But
Madden 85.
No.
Doom. What about Doom? Yes. Doom was
Rip and Tear. I believe it's called Rip and Tear Into Your Heart.
Is from Doom?
Is a Doom inspired song.
Wow. I sound like a totally get off my lawn kind of guy here, but this is way.
So an artist called the Stupendium did a song, did a Doom love song.
Dude love?
Doom.
Oh.
Doom love song called Rip and Tear My Way to Your Heart.
All right. I don't even think we're talking about music anymore. I think we've gone so far off the path.
Oh, we're only on this. I didn't even get through the third playlist yet. That was all the first two.
Wow.
Still like 4,000 songs to go.
4,000 songs. That's how you spent this entire show looking through your song list. Well, I came prepared with the 4 songs that I heard today.
I mean, I could go off of some other. I gave you ERB, Nickelback.
What's
Beethoven,
BRB?
Epic Rap Battles. ERB.
ERB.
Yeah. Beethoven I gave you. I could throw out Nickelback.
Hey, you know what? Nickelback's got a couple good songs.
I am in the Nickelback defender camp.
Wait, Nickelback is the Burn It to the Ground?
Yeah.
Burn It to the Ground's a good song.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care about the Nickelback version. That's a great song.
You will not find me.
They got another good song.
Anything.
Oh, I Want to Be a Rock Star is a great song. It's a great song.
You will piece of media I have put out since I've started YouTube back in 2016. You will not find a single piece of content where I bash Nickelback.
Okay, well, nothing
I am
to be
in
proud
the
of.
Nickelback fan camp.
Nothing to be proud of. Just say I like the songs and move on.
I did a whole bit about Nickelback's Dark Horse on CD being this family's greatest heirloom.
Yeah, where did that come from? How did that get in the house?
I don't know how it got in the house.
That's what I want to know. And what's on that album?
What?
What's on that album? Is Burn to the Ground? Okay, then it could stay. Yeah. CDs. If only we had a place to play them.
What is? I do.
You got a CD player?
Yeah.
Where the hell did you find a CD player?
I got a radio CD player from where I used to work.
They gave you a CD player? How much did they not like you? Any 8 tracks to go along with that? You don't know what 8-track is.
I know what an 8-track is. 8-track.
You're looking up what an 8-track is. We had 8-tracks. Somebody 8.
Oh, no, wait. Those are not cassettes.
No, they're not cassettes. Cassette's a cassette. An 8-track is different.
Did it have 8 tracks on it?
8 tracks of the mix, is that what it's from? I think. How it was mixed, I think it was called 8 tracks. Once again, going into an area we know nothing about.
So you're saying it didn't have.
I don't know much about recording, so I don't know why they were called 8 tracks. That's the answer. I don't know.
But I think
okay, make me look stupid. Fine. I don't know what it means.
No, but I think I know what you're saying.
You going to Wikipedia again?
8 tracks of instrumentals in the song. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
well, how many songs did an 8-track have on it?
Whatever had it on the album. It was an album. They released
so it could hold an album.
They released an album, then they released a cassette, they released an 8-track. It was all there. It was the same album.
Okay. I didn't know, like, I thought it was like a really old piece that couldn't hold much in terms of information. So there was always like a song or two on an 8-track.
I don't remember if you had to I don't remember. It was a little before we had them in the house. That's how I know. And I listened to them because we had Elvis from the Garden and Elvis from Hawaii, which are great albums.
Now, let me ask, do you know, excuse me, do you know if vinyl had a time limit on it?
Yeah.
It did, right?
Yeah.
Because you only have so much.
There was some, I think I could be wrong on this because I've been wrong about everything else, but I think there were some things where a song that wasn't finished, you had to flip the side.
Really?
And play. I think that's a thing. It might have been a fever dream. I might be making this up. We do no research on the show, but I think there were instances like the longer songs had to go on the other side or something like that. I don't know. Look it up. You got a computer in front of you. God's sakes.
How do you spell vinyl? Have a time?
I'm pretty sure it did. It must have.
You have a physical.
You had the thing. You had the grooves. It had to.
Nope, we're done. There's no real set time limit for how much music a record can hold. However, there are standards. A vinyl record can safely hold roughly 23 minutes per side.
Okay.
Of a 12-inch record.
Okay, so you put in
if it complies with the industry standard.
If you put in a God of the V, no, it only fits 23 minutes on one side.
23 minutes per side makes sense.
Doesn't sound like a lot for one side.
I mean, 23 minutes, depending on how long.
I think in a God of the Vita is like 22 minutes. The song.
There you go.
So one side. That's a short album. One song and the other side a couple of 23 minutes. I did not know that. So I bet you there were some songs that didn't fit. That's my guess. That's probably not true.
There's some songs that didn't fit.
A little too long, and then I had to go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I know
nothing.
I'm not familiar with how long Dream Theater has been around.
What is Dream Theater?
Dream Theater is a progressive rock band.
Oh, it's a band?
Yes. I actually got to interview Jordan Rudess of the band.
Okay.
Who I believe is the drummer.
Okay.
I have since forgotten who it was or what he played, but I did get a chance to interview him. But they work a lot with they make 20-minute songs, like multiple 20-minute songs.
See, I don't like that. That's like if you were a Grateful Dead fan and went to their concerts and they jammed for 25 minutes.
It's not my thing.
Well, I get you have to have been high to listen to Grateful Dead, but I could not listen to a jam. I'm not that big into music. Okay, you can play your instrument for a long period of time. I'm out. I'm done.
So
Stop.
Dream Theater's latest studio album, which I interviewed Jordan about, A View from the Top of the World. 7 songs, an hour and 10 minutes long.
7 songs. Let's do math. 11, 12. So it's about 13, 14 minutes a song. Is that about right?
I'm just going to run down all 7 tracks.
Go.
9.5, 7.5, 6.5, 10, 6.5, 9 and 45 seconds, 20 minutes and 23 seconds.
All too long.
Is the final song.
The 6-minute song might be it. There's very few songs that can go that long.
Mm-hmm. My thing is they've done this for albums, so that you're able to make 20-minute compositions.
Is it singing or is it mostly instrumental?
Both. It is both.
So they go on long jams.
Yeah.
Which I hate.
But the fact that they're able to do that throughout all their albums is very impressive. I will say that.
It just sounds like nobody wrote any lyrics. I got nothing. You want to play for 10 minutes? Go ahead.
I mean, part of the music is the music itself.
I understand that, but I can figure out if you're a good musician after a 5-minute song. I don't need a 25-minute song. I get it. You can play. You practice. Very good. I'm happy. Thank you. Move on.
Yeah, I guess.
I think we've discovered that me and you are not. Well, that's the end point. But we're definitely not experts in possibly anything. And it was glaring in this episode. Glaring how bad we were, from you not knowing who Mick Jagger is to me making up.
Come on. No, see, because right there, you said his full name.
But if I just said Mickey Mantle, it's
Mickey Mouse.
Nobody calls Mickey
Mike.
Mouse. Who
Mike
calls
is
Mickey
spelled
Mouse?
Mick.
Okay, wait. Let's go through this. Mickey Mantle is the Mick. Mickey Mouse has never been called Mick in his life, maybe by Goofy, but they're very close.
Yo, Mick.
Nobody says yo Mick.
Yo, you go up to
Yo,
Disneyland.
Mick.
What's up, Mick?
I don't think so. Mick Jagger or Mickey Mouse? Who was I talking about on a music episode?
Mick and Keith sounds like a duo, like Hall and Oates.
Everyone knows them as Mick and Keith. Page and Plant. Okay, I use last names. Page and Plant.
Yes,
that
Led Zeppelin.
That's how they're known as.
Yes, last names.
Okay.
Also, not many people are named Page or Plant, so.
Well, that's how they usually go. Keith, Mick and Keith, Page and Plant. That's how I know. The Toxic Twins.
Britney Spears.
Steve and Joe. If I said Steve and Joe.
No, it's Steven Tyler.
Aerosmith.
Hey, I got it.
It's you. There you go.
And Joe Perry.
And Joe Perry. There you go. Okay, now you get it. Well, Aerosmith.
With context, it's a little easier, but still.
We were talking music, and I said, Mick and Keith. What are the contexts you want? I didn't say Mick and Donald. That way you could have jumped in there.
Mickey Mouse.
Here you go. Now we get it. We'll talk about Disney next
Mickey
time.
Mouse and Donald Trump.
Yes. That's the ticket in 2024.
Oh, geez.
Mickey Mouse.
Actually, the small little update. Apparently, Mickey Mouse is not going to be the head of. I don't know how true this is. I read this off of Instagram, so grain of salt. But apparently,
More information from us.
Mickey Mouse is not going to be the head of Disney anymore because he's going into the public domain.
Wait, Mickey Mouse is stepping down as CEO of Disney? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say as CEO. I said as mascot.
Oh, you never said mascot.
I did.
No, you never said mascot. You said he's stepping down. I thought he was the CEO. And
I don't know if I said stepping down.
Does he have a problem with DeSantis too? Is that it?
No.
I'm out of here.
No,
fuck you guys.
But because
I'm gone.
Because
was that a good Mickey? That was a good Mickey. Hey, fuck you. There you go. Mickey.
It's not bad.
Dirty Mickey.
Mouse.
Fuck
Disney.
you, DeSantis. Right? There's our Mickey. I'm out of here.
No, but because
we're moving to Oklahoma. Yay!
All right, I looked it up and immediately it's apparently a false claim.
Jesus God almighty. Oh God, this is the worst show ever.
I told you. I said I read it off of Instagram. Take it with a grain of salt.
We are just wrong on every single thing we said. This is sad.
We need a fact checker on this show.
Fact check. We need some person to sit over there and every time we say something, fact check.
Just throw something at us?
And just stop us. Stop us in the middle of it. Because this is...
Okay. From 5 seconds of research, Mickey Mouse will be remaining the mascot of Disney.
How could Mickey Mouse not be the mascot of Disney?
Because
who are they going to put in there?
Figment.
Figment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it being as successful with Figment. Wait, that's not the same Figment.
No.
Oh, the imagination guy, right?
Yes.
Holy God. This is terrible.
I told you. I saw it off Instagram. They said Mickey's going into the public domain, so Disney doesn't want him anymore, which seems pretty.
He doesn't want Mickey Mouse anymore. That'd be a lot of changes in that park because there's a lot of Mickey Mouse. His kind of footprint is all over that park. It's a lot of changing.
Actually, it's his head, not his footprint.
His head print. Holy God.
Yeah, they're giving him up for adoption.
This is why we can't come up with topics 2 minutes before we go on. See, I told you we should have.
Why? This was our best episode.
This is our best episode. Oh, man, it hurts. My head hurts how bad we are. Oh, God.
Thank you all so much for watching.
This was an embarrassment. I think we need a disclaimer to apologize.
No.
The following.
No.
Please fact check this episode.
All right, that'll be the title.
Fake news. That's what the name of this show is. Yeah. Fake news. Please everything.
Please fact check this episode. That's what it's going up as.
I think every episode now, because we've proven to be idiots on the highest level. We got everything wrong. I don't know even if I spelled safety right in the safety dance. Scott.
You didn't. You put an extra S in there.
Oh my God. Cher's singing Madonna songs. Mickey Mouse is fired. Wow.
If we didn't somehow turn you off, about this, and you want more Feeding the Ducks.
This is the second highest rated show in this basement. My God.
Feel free to follow us on all our socials.
All our social medias. Can we get this right, you think?
We got
Twitter. We're on the Twitter.
MySpace, Snapbook.
It's not Instabook. Insta.
Chat.
We are on Twitter. We are on Facebook.
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcast. And if you are up and coming talent or established talent and want to get your name out there, you can also reach us at feedingtheduckspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, I got nothing else to say because it'll probably be wrong. But
all right,
thanks
cool.
for tuning in.
Like the video if you're on YouTube to show your support, and we'll be back next week. Take care, everyone.
Take care. Oh my God, you're kidding me.